Arthur Ashe Stadium, the biggest tennis stage on the planet. And somewhere inside that roaring crowd, a sea of Philippine flags was rippling the New York air. They had come for her. They had come because Alex Eala and Felix Auger-Aliassime, a wild card pairing that nobody saw coming, had done the impossible. They had turned a mixed doubles draw into a national event, into a story, into something that felt bigger than tennis. But sport doesn't care about stories. And in the round of 16, the dream ended fast, a defeat that left thousands of Filipino fans in stunned silence. And after it was over, Alex Eala walked into the press conference, sat down, and told the truth. All of it. The build-up to this match had been unlike anything the mixed doubles draw had seen in years. When the wild-card entry of Eala and Auger-Aliassime was confirmed, it immediately became the most talked-about pairing in the tournament. And not just because of the names. There was something compelling about this combination. Eala, fearless at the net, aggressive on the return, always looking to take time away from her opponents. And Auger-Aliassime, a powerful serve, a commanding presence, the kind of player who makes the court feel smaller just by standing on a dot on paper. They were dangerous. In practice, they had looked sharp. The chemistry seemed real. The communication was there. Their opponents in the round of 16 were Elina Svitolina and Gaël Monfils, two of the most experienced players on tour. Two players who have been on the biggest stages, in the loudest arenas, under the most intense pressure, and delivered. This was always going to be the real test. Filipino fans had traveled from across the country to witness it. They packed the sections. They wore the colors. They were ready to believe. And then, from the very first point, something felt wrong. The rhythm wasn't there. That's the only way to describe it. The timing that had been so clean in their practice sessions, that instinctive, almost wordless understanding between two players who know exactly where the other is going, it simply didn't show up. The shots that had been finding the lines were finding the net. The net play that had been Eala's strength was suddenly feeling hesitant. Auger-Aliassime, who had been so dominant on serve in training, was unable to dictate the points the way they had planned. And Svitolina and Monfils, they sensed it immediately. That's what elite experience does. It doesn't just play the ball. It reads the opponent. It finds the hesitation. It exploits the half-second of doubt. They targeted Eala's serve, forcing short second balls that they could attack. They split the court through the middle, disrupting the communication between the pair. It was a simple strategy, but it was executed with ruthless precision. The rallies were long. The points were hard-fought. Every game felt like it could go either way, but it never did. Svitolina and Monfils were always just a step ahead, always in control, always converting when it mattered. Eala and Auger-Aliassime fought. That much was clear. They did not give up. They chased balls, stayed positive, tried to reset, but the groove never came. And by the time the match ended, the scoreline told a story that the crowd had already felt in their chests. The wild card dream was over. Hours later, Alex Eala walked into the press conference. The smile that Filipinos had come to love, that bright, defiant, nothing-can-touch-me smile, was gone. In its place was something quieter, something more honest. She sat down, looked at the cameras, and answered the question everyone was waiting for. What went wrong? She didn't hesitate. She said the partnership with Felix hadn't been as seamless as they'd hoped. The coordination was off. The timing was off. The rhythm they had built in practice simply didn't translate to match conditions against a team as experienced and as sharp as Svitolina and Monfils. We weren't able to find the same chemistry, she said. The timing wasn't there, and it affected our ability to play our game. She was not making excuses. She was not pointing fingers. She was simply telling the truth and doing it in front of the world. That kind of honesty is rare. It's easy to be gracious when you win. It's much harder to sit down after a loss on one of the sport's biggest stages and say, clearly and without deflection, we didn't find today, and here's why. But she went further. She praised Svitolina and Monfils, not in the polite, empty way that athletes sometimes do in post-match interviews. She meant it. She said they were the better team, that they handled the pressure better, that they executed their game plan perfectly, and that they deserved to win. They played extremely well, she said. They were the better team today. These are not the words of someone who is broken by defeat. These are the words of someone who understands a game, who respects what it demands, and who knows that losing, when it happens, can teach you things that winning never will. And that's the part of the story that goes beyond the scoreline. Alex Eala is 21 years old. 21. And she already carries more than most players twice her age. She has already won her first WTA title. She has climbed to a career-high ranking of number 18 in the world. She became the first Filipina in history to win a Grand Slam singles match. She has filled stadiums. She has united communities. She has made millions of people in the Philippines and the diaspora across Southeast Asia feel like they belong on the biggest courts in the world. And she has done all of it without losing herself, without losing the honesty, the grace, the fire. The mixed doubles lost stings. It was supposed to be a celebration, a bonus chapter in what was already a remarkable U.S. Open story. Instead, it became a lesson about coordination, about execution, about the razor-thin margin between a partnership clicking and a partnership falling just short. But here's what matters. The women's singles main draw is still ahead of her. She is seeded 18th. She belongs in this tournament. And if the press conference told us anything, it told us this. Alex Eala does not run from the hard moments. She walks straight into them, sits down, and faces them. That is not the response of a player who is rattled. That is a response of a player who is learning, who is growing, who is building towards something bigger than any single result. The Philippines is watching. The world is watching. And Alex Eala is just getting started. The U.S. Open isn't over. Not even close.